Hello, this is Siddhant. I'm 23 years old. I belong to a generation that was born free, but is today forgetting the price of the freedom. Today, I'm not here to teach the history. I am here to remember who we are. I am Bharatiya, and this is the story of Bharat. Bharat is not just a piece of land. It's not just a country created in 1947. Bharat is a civilization that breathed knowledge, sacrifice, and spirituality. When most of the world was still learning how to survive, our ancestors were already mastering the universe within. While the world was discovering the fire for warmth, Bharat was lighting the fire of wisdom to remove the darkness. But have you ever asked yourself, what is Bharat? The word Bharat itself holds the secret of our survival. The meaning of the Bharat is one who seeks light, knowledge, and the truth. The land Bharatvarsha is where spirituality is not just belief, it's a strength to our existence. For Bharatiya, the nation is not just a piece of land. The nation is the mother. That is why we say Bharat Mata, not symbolic, not poetic, but real. This is why our freedom struggle was not only political, it was spiritual. This is the land of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram, who taught the world dharma through sacrifice. This is the land of Shri Krishna, who taught the standing for the truth is a duty, even when the battle is difficult. Bharat survived because its roots were spiritual. But there was a time when darkness fell upon the land of light. Invaders came wave after wave. They didn't just came for gold and silver. They knew a real treasure was our spirituality, our knowledge, and our heritage. To defeat Bharat, they knew they had to kill a soul. Temples were shattered, gurukuls were burned. It was a dark age of devastation. The cries of the innocent echoed across the land. Thousands of prayers went up to the heavens. The soil itself prayed for a survivor. And she, the Divine Mother Jagdamba, she listened. From the prayers of a suffering nation, a light was born. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He didn't just fight for a political war. He established Swarajya, the self-rule. He proved when the dharma is protected, the divines protect you. But as the Mughals weakened, we got trapped again. This time by the British. They came as traders, but they were the looters of the worst kind. They tried to make us forget who we are. We know the names of our freedom fighters, but do we know the depth of their fight? Most of where we are taught a freedom struggle is just a series of events. But I recently came across a source that changed how I see our own history. An editorial by Dr. Aniruddha Joshi in newspaper Daily Pratyaksha. The series reveals a courageous history that was effectively unknown from us. It shows our warriors weren't just emotional, they were strategic genius, backed by the spiritual force and terrified the British Empire. Let me connect the dots for you. The uprising of 1857 wasn't a mutiny, it was a planned war. Mangal Pandey was the spark that lit the dynamite. Consider Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi. Dr. Joshi's editorial revealed she wasn't just a warrior queen. She was an institution. She had trade women battalions. She had a spy network. The British was not just afraid of her sword. They were afraid of her intellect. The intellectual and spiritual warfare continue with the Lokmanya Tilak. Dr. Joshi describes a scene that should be etched in our memories. When Tilak passed away, it wasn't a funeral. It was a revolution. 4 lakh and 1 lakh women joined his last slice in the streets of Mumbai. People bought sandalwood from their homes for his spring. The British viceroy trembled, attempting that the empire was shaking. The same energy flowed into Lala Lajpat Rai, who died standing against the lathi charge. It flowed into Bhagat Singh, who at my age smiled at the nose and chanted Vande Mataram. It flowed into Subhash Chandra Bose and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who turned the spiritual fire into political steel. Just last week, a national song that awakened the soul of the nation completed 150 years, the Vande Mataram. Written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, it was never meant to be just a song. It was the revelation of the truth. Look at the original verses. Tvam hi Durga dashaprana dharinim. You are the Durga wielding 10 weapons to protect us. Kamala Kamala Dala Viharinim. You are the Lakshmi residing in the lotus. For us, the nation is not just the soil. She is the ultimate mother. We believe Bharat Mata is none other than our Ma Durga, Mahishasuramardini, the destroyer of the evil. She is the knowledge, she is the eternal. We bow at her lotus feet. Vande Mataram. More than 500 freedom fighters, our ancestors, climbed the gallows with only one sound in their lips, one breath in their chest. Vande Mataram. It is the spiritual bond between mother and child that kept us alive when invaders from Ghazis to Mughals to British tried to crush us. They gave us everything so we couldn't rise. But today, Bharat is rising again as a global power. We, the youth, must remember our freedom was bought with the blood of our ancestors and the grace of the divine. Spirituality is the real strength of the Bharat. So let's be connected to the roots. Be proud for our culture, because to be a Bharatiya is to be the warrior of the light. Jai Hind.